Our client spotlight today shines brightly on Mr. Micheal Harper. And Mr. Harper, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about what you do for a living.
I have been in the manufacturing business of manufacturing rotogravure, flexographic printing press cylinders. And when you say printing cylinders, you think of something else, but it's really the industrial printing presses, everything you see in your food cabinets and things like that. We manufacture the steel cores for that.
Oh, wow. That is interesting. You got any near-time plans on retirement? Are you going to keep working for a while?
I'd like to retire. I'll be 60 here in a couple of weeks, so I'd like 65 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's looking pretty good for that, about that age. So.
And, of course, you agreed to be on the show. Actually, as we're getting ready to find out, it wasn't to talk about your retirement,
right,
but how you came across Tony Walker Financial and the reason you contacted us was about 6 months ago or so?
Yeah. Really, my parents, it was my dad, and my dad was fairly wealthy. It's, start saying, he's 88 years old. My mom's 82. I had a friend that was actually on your show, told me about you as well. And I knew you. I knew of you, of course. And, on your TV show at night, I'd watch and listen and, go through the channels, and there you were. And I'd
change the channel real quick.
Engulfed in what you were saying. So I believe me and my dad came and talked to you before his passing. Wanted to get everything under one umbrella. He had things scattered. He got to that age of where's my money? I need to get it all set.
So he kind of instigated getting it under one roof.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. And wanted to get it all organized. He knew, unfortunately we don't all live forever. So, hey, he was old school. He came more from the save it all, era, not really the invested and make a lot of money, is really to secure what you have. And he did very well for himself. So,
and then surprisingly, though, he did, as you mentioned, when he came in, I think it was 2 weeks later, I showed up for our next meeting, and I walked around the corner, and he wasn't there, and you were with your mom and sister. So
right.
He had unexpectedly passed away in just 2 weeks after we met, correct?
Yeah, he had passed away, and he had kept saying, we need to go to Tony, but he had been in the hospital and things like that. So I did get my mom and bring her to you and get everything, what was his is now hers. And that was a task, and your staff was very, very helpful in organizing that and getting all that where we are today. So now that you've been through this, Mr. Harper, what would your comments to the audience be for anybody out there that really is kind of scattered right now or going through that aging process? What would you tell them? I actually do tell that to people a lot of, even down to your vehicles, your investments, your CDs, me personally, I have a happy marriage, have a lot of vehicles, hot rod cars, things like that. I'm like, that's in my name only. This is in my name only. Her investment, my investment, maybe in one of, we're going to stay married. So the trouble we had after my dad passed with getting everything put in my mom's name and under my mom's possession, I couldn't have done by myself. And your staff was more than helpful. I'm very, very gracious for that. And that is what I would tell people, once you get to that age, get everything, even in your own house, to where it's a smooth transition when a loved one does pass away. So,
well, it was certainly a pleasure to meet your father. I'm sorry he passed away so quickly, but we're honored that we were able to help, and now helping your mother, and we got everything organized. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Looking for an advisor you can trust? Schedule your free phone call with Tony at TonyWalkerFinancial.com or call 1-877-499-9255.